Okay. Hey, everybody. Sorry I was out of town on Friday, and I got a couple emails from people asking about, well, where's the next building tour video? So here we are, back on Monday, taking a look at some of the stuff that's going on. And there's a lot. There's a lot that's happened, so we're going to go through it piece by piece. We're going to start in the education side, and then work our way back to the sanctuary. So right now, I'm coming up into the hall, going into the education wing, and we'll just take a breeze through a couple of these areas. This is the administrative office area, and this is, so right here you can kind of see the spaces for, this is where child check-in is going to happen. So there'll be a couple different levels of counter right here, and there's outlets and stuff below. So parents, this is where you'll bring your kids to get checked in into the education area. And then the right here on the side of the wall, there will be a TV with the listings of everything that's going on in the classrooms during the time frame. So yeah, right here, this will be a TV, and then just inside of that, I believe, like right here, will be the frame, the door frame, for the secure doors coming into the education area. So right now we're walking down the hallway. This is this will go over to the other classrooms and areas. I want to pop into the nursery really quick. So here's our nursery area. And again, for those of you who may not have seen this before, there's a half wall here. Hey, Jenny. There's a half wall right here that'll separate the two areas. We've got infants and on one side, and then toddlers, infants and toddlers one side, and 3-year-olds and preschoolers up on the other side. For those who won't be quite into the preschool rooms. And then right here, a little bathroom to serve for this area, and they'll have changing materials and supplies and stuff all through this area. It'll be great. Then right here, there's going to be a TV on the wall, and you can just barely see right here. There will be another TV on the other side, so you'll be able to see what's going on in the sanctuary, and hear what's going on in the sanctuary. It'll actually be a live connection, connection to what's going on in the services. So you'll be able to hear what's going on in the service, and all that, to be able to stay connected if you're volunteering in the nursery. We're going to keep coming back. It's a pretty windy day today, so some of the plastic and stuff that we have sealing the building is kind of blowing around. This is another one of the classrooms here in the back. As we go to the west wing of the education portion of the building, the rooms get more and more in definitive areas of completion. So this is good to see the sizes of what's going on, and you can see all the outlets. One of the things we did is going through our teachers and discipleship leaders, staff walked through here and said, "Oh, we need all these outlets on the side." So they're spaced out all along the base of the walls here, because you never know where exactly you're going to need an outlet. So we put one every few feet, so that we have the maximum utility for these rooms. I want to show you something really cool here. So this is something that's going to be going throughout all of the education wing. So they've got the drywall up, but they're putting in these reinforced corners all throughout the education wing. And these will actually get covered up with another layer of a guard. So they'll actually be painted to match the color of these walls, but they'll be reinforced so that, it's inevitable. People be taking a cart through here or carrying something, and it dings one of these corners. Well, all of the main corners in these hallways have been reinforced so that you so that we don't ding up these walls too much. These will also be there. Hey, Amanda. These will also be in the backstage areas in the sanctuary. So right here, inside this door, is a little family bathroom. So just on the other side of this wall right here is the main men's bathroom that serves the fellowship area. But this is going to be a small family bathroom area inside the secure education wing. So the whole point of this layout is so that once our children enter the secure area, have been checked in, you don't get in without a child's tag, and we'll have our security team there. So the purpose of being able to have this bathroom here is that the children won't have to leave the secure area to go to the bathroom. So we'll have a family bathroom on this side, and then there's another one over on the other side. Coming in here is a little wash closet station area to have a utility sink to clean up after. This will be for Sunday school teachers and staff to be able to get at somewhere where they can clean up paint or craft materials and stuff like that, and have other cleaning supplies available for them. Now we're walking into the multi-purpose room. This is where the choir will rehearse, and there's a lot of cool stuff in here that has happened. So you can see the windows are all taped up. They came in here and got a coat of primer on all the walls, and you can see this accent wall here with the red. They got brought in, and they've got the door frames in and the return air, and they actually came in and painted some of the roof structure. So this will be the only room in the education wing that will have the ceiling will be open to structure. So you'll still see this when you come into this room. One of the reasons is this room will be used for presentations and stuff, so we want this room to feel as big as possible. The other reason is the choir practices in here, and as you can hear, there's nice resonance in here now. There'll be obviously chairs and other stuff in here, and people, right, that'll suck up some of the echo. But allowing this to be open to structure will make this room more conducive to that type of activity. So right here on these walls, and this is a huge room, right here on these walls right there and right there, we'll have two 60-inch TVs that can be used for a presentation. We'll have a large group kids worship in here on Sunday mornings during the smash time and into the Sunday school hour. And then along here we've got some outlets, and there will be a couple places where we can plug in some microphones and stuff for presenters when we got a lot of people in this room. And then back here there's a little panel where there will be a cart that'll have a small little board for the soundboard for the sound system, the small sound system that'll be in here, and control for the screens and stuff. So it'll be a cart. It'll be able to be controlled and closed up when the room is not in use for that particular scenario. So it's got two entrances to this room, and this room, won't really even start feeling full until you have about 75 people in here. So you can get the room is deceptively big. This big lift is in the middle, and there's still plenty of space. So I'm going to come back out into the hallway here. Like I said, okay, there'll be a little drinking fountain right here, and then in this room, this is the other family bathroom. So there's two family bathrooms that serve the secure education wing of the building, and right on the other side of this wall is the main women's restroom area. And then coming back this way, so these rooms have color in them, and some of them have the false ceiling starting to come in. I'll step into this room. So this is kind of hard to see, but this is a blue accent wall, and you can see the color in here. This is a primer that they're putting on. The final coat of color will go on later once most of the other finishes are in this room, but you get an idea of what it'll look like. And here's where the tracks for the drop ceiling and where that'll go. You can see in the larger gaps, like that one right here, that's where the lights will be, and it goes right up. These are about 10 foot, somewhere between 9 and 10 foot up, if not 10 foot straight up. So lots of space in these rooms. Walking to the other side. This is the largest of the classrooms. And this will be our large motor room. Lots of space for kids to run around. And so this will be where some of the large group activities take place in the discipleship wing. Coming over this way, you can see got this big storage room for education wing storage. Luann and her team will have activity stuff and lots of supplies in there. Here's another room with the gold accent wall. You can kind of see what these look like. These rooms are starting to come together. A lot of the drywall and stuff is mostly done. Start to look towards finishing stuff. And coming out, there's a couple more of these reinforced corners. It's really cool. So if you look up at these, where they have these drop ceilings, there's a guy that was in here that I don't know if you can see. There's a couple. So there's these little cable tendrils that come down from the roof structure, and the guy that put them in, I saw him doing this the other day, has a big drill bit extension that's like 8 foot long and drills up into the roof structure just to put a little tie up there. You can kind of see where they hang down. And then there's another guy that comes around on these stilts that are about 3 feet tall, and he's walking around and connecting the drop ceiling together. So it's kind of crazy how some of these things are accomplished, and pretty cool to see it happen. So the next, we're gonna take a look into, oh my goodness, my mom is on this. Hi, Mom. So we're taking a look into the mechanical room. We've got lots of stuff in here already. A couple big water filters and heater, and look at all these valves. I don't even know what they're for. But it looks complicated. And then a couple of these panels that are going in. A lot of stuff is going to happen in that room. That's way beyond my pay grade. So I'm excited about that. And here's the space right here. There will be another TV for the exit coming out of the secure area. Another one of our digital signs that'll show what's going on in the different areas of the church. I'm going to peek into this. This will be the women's side of the main restroom. So this will serve the large fellowship area, and so we'll have a lot of space. In here. These bathrooms are all ADA compliant, handicap accessible, as will be the family restrooms on the back side of the sanctuary. So coming around, we're going to look into the kitchen here. Here's the pass-through window that you'll be able to take dishes and stuff from the meals and men's breakfasts and send them down the dishwashing line. And if you walk in here, you can see where the hood for the stove and stuff and the stove top will be. They got drywall going up, and this paneling, I forget what this type of paneling is called, but they're hanging it up all along the walls here. It's kind of splash proof and easily cleanable all the way around. So that'll pretty much go all the way around the whole kitchen area. And then you can see this is the main window that'll have the drop down, the roll top to cover the window when we're not using it. But these doors will be open out into the narthex. And you can see a couple things going on out here over the course of the week. First thing I'm going to show you, you can see this gap in the drywall. There's going to be a big curved wall that runs all the way out, and you can see these big posts. They'll come and curve out over top of the kitchen and over to the other side. And so this will be a nice curved soffit basically all across this fellowship area. And I think it'll be a really cool feature. And this will have the lettering for directing people to where the classrooms are right there and on the other side. It should be a really cool effect, and this will be the accent color that'll come through this area. If you look around over here, you can see they're starting to frame up these posts around the structural beams that are holding the roof up. So they're going to put drywall all around these, and there's actually going to be our welcome center will be situated right below this, kind of wrapped around this area, and there'll be a big TV hung on the wall right here. So right and here's the main door on the east side. So when you come in the door, you'll see our welcome center right there with the TV up there, giving information about welcoming people to church, where things are and where they can go. And you have to walk past it, so you'll have friendly faces and people to talk to right here before you continue on over to the sanctuary. And these center posts, there'll be TVs on this side facing this wall and on the other side. So our fellowship area, right on this side too, on both of these posts. So when the tables are spread out in this area and people are having coffee, having some time together, there will be announcements and things, stuff going on throughout the week up on those screens, how to get involved and connected with whatever's going on in the church for that week. And then you can see this curved wall that's coming together. There's going to be another soffit like the one on the other side that wraps around like this, following the curve of this wall. And this is the entrances to the sanctuary. So we're just going to duck into a couple of these areas. A few things have changed. Like I said, this area, like I said before, this area is the lactation room for nursing mothers. We put this room, there's going to be a TV on the wall to connect you to what's going on in the sanctuary. But we kept this room small because we specifically wanted to be used for nursing mothers and really that only, because we have all these other great kids areas for parents who have older children, and certainly children are always welcome in our sanctuary to be there. But this is a space specifically for nursing mothers. And we've got a storage room right here. And then coming around this way, this is going to be one of the entrances. You can see right here there's going to be a TV on the wall, and they're in the narthex area, the fellowship space, and there'll be seating area right here for small groups and classes, places for people to meet. We'll come around through the main doors of the sanctuary now, kind of see how things are looking. Right here we've got our AV control areas. You can kind of see how this curved wall, it'll continue across this platform. So the front part of this platform will be our live sound deck, where our camera operators and lighting people will be. And then in this back room is where the video and the broadcast and the stuff that's going to go to the live stream, everything will be out in this back area. So we'll have two distinct areas for people serving in our technology ministry will be. And then coming around this way, you can see the inner curved wall, the back wall of the sanctuary, and you can see the work that's happening on these side wedge rooms. They'll have some storage and stuff in those areas, and they've got these little patches all over the wall. A couple of people have asked me what those are. So when they brought the big cement panels to make the outer shell of the building, they brought them on semi-trucks, and so they had all these anchor points in the cement panels. And so what happened, you get them all up and all of them connected together and everything's going in. So what those little dots are is they've got cement filler over those holes, over those anchor points. And now they're priming them, getting ready to paint all the panels. So we've got the wedge rooms that are coming together. They're running conduit and stuff for these areas. Coming over here, you can take a peek into these wedge rooms. They've got, so these will be storage areas. We'll have some extra chairs and stuff. And I'm going to turn my light on because it gets kind of dark in here. But these are going to be storage rooms, and these are actually pretty deceptively large. I'll walk back in here. So they kind of come to a point back in this area. We'll be able to store stuff all the way through this. And as you can see, hopefully, this is a pretty tall room too. So there's a lot of space for shelving that can go up the wall as well. And then in this back area, we'll have some technical equipment. You can barely see it right here. It comes up out of the floor, connected to the AV room and control area. We'll come back out here, and we're coming up onto the stage. You can see these are going to be front fill speakers for those sitting in the first few rows, because the rest of the speakers will be flown and hanging from the ceiling structure there. So got a couple more things to show you, and then we'll be done for today. Where you can kind of see the backstage area is getting framed out. And right here, they've got this little kind of cubby area. This is going to have a lot of storage for our music and worship ministries. There will be some technical equipment back here, but also some shelving and cabinetry to be able to store a bunch of stuff. And actually, if you stand back in this corner, you'll see that there's pretty much none of this area is visible from the seating in the congregation. So this is going to be kind of the backstage waiting area. You can see this goes right down the ramp all the way to the back of the room. So again, somebody can come walk from the narthex, the fellowship area, all the way up through the stage and not disturb anything going on in the service. And walking out onto the stage, I still can't get over how big this whole area is. There's going to be plenty of space for all of our ministries. This area right here where I'm standing, this is going to be where our choir will be situated. They'll have their risers and stuff in this area. And the big grand piano, the Steinway grand piano, will be right here in this area on the stage near the choir. And then over here, right in this portion between these two stage boxes and the floor, this will be where the altar will sit, and our praise band will be situated around it. We'll have drums and keyboard and stuff situated around the sides of it, and then the song leaders and vocalists and guitars and stuff will be further up towards the front, and we'll have the pulpit and stuff be able to plug into these boxes. So right now is actually where I'm dead center, is right here. So you kind of get a sense of what it's going to look like from up on the stage here. It's pretty cool. There's a lot more that's happening in this room this week, so there's a lot of busy guys in here. Yeah, so a lot of things going on, a lot of things happening, and that's kind of everything that's going on right now that has changed. And so we'll continue making these, showing you what's going on, but it's really exciting, and really we're getting down to just a couple of months away, and everything will be in this facility. So it won't be long. So really excited. Thank you for all that you're doing for Marion Methodist, and continue prayers for the project. Things are happening. It's great. All right, see ya.